Hello, this is Brian Graham again with a real simple lesson about the basics of handwriting. Again, this is going to be very, very, very basic. We're not with you obviously, so I'm going to make this as general as I can. Just so when you're doing the handwriting stuff at home, we don't have your kids develop bad habits, which we have to fix when they return to school. Yeah, right now a lot of the stuff we're giving you is maintaining the skills that they have. If they do make improvements, that's great. There's my cat. But right now, again, we're just kind of right now we're real basically trying to maintain the skills that they have until they get back to school and we can give them more comprehensive handwriting training. But anyway, so there's some real basic things here. It doesn't matter what you're using: marker, pen, pencil. This is a dry erase marker. There's some commonalities you want to keep in mind. One, it sounds obvious, but I'll go over it anyway. You want to hold it near the end, near the tip of whatever it is, so the marker tip in this case. If you hold it way over here, it's a lot harder to write. I'm going to try to write my name. It's pretty much impossible. Well, okay, you can kind of read my name there, but, this is way harder to do. Have them hold it pretty close to the tip. If for some reason your kids have a hard time doing that, one real simple trick is just put a rubber band kind of by the end of the tip here. This is a really small rubber band. If it's too big, obviously it's not going to go on very well. So just, there is like fancy pencil grips you can get, but rubber bands are pretty cheap. You take them out, put them on something else. So this is a good visual reminder of like where their finger should be. It's near the end. Again, like this is a gray marker. Let's say I have like a red marker or something I want to trade it to. Yeah, just take it off, put it on that one. So again, like you want it close to the tip. The trainings I've done, like literally what you do is like you have them hold it here, and they're not even writing yet. They're just learning how to hold the pencil, period. Have them do this, put it down, pick it up again, make sure that their position is correct, put it down, do it again, put it down. So you do that like 5 or 6 times so that you're ensuring that their fingers are where they need to be. The theory is like if you do it once, they're gonna do it correctly for like 5 or 10 minutes after you train them. But if you do it multiple times, like 5, 6 times, then they're gonna have this permanently encoded into their long-term memory. Sorry, I'm going back into kind of the more technical aspect of a handwriting. So again, you want to make sure that whatever they're holding is pretty close to the edge. So that's one thing. Another thing is like the correct position. This is what I call a tripod grasp. Tri meaning 3, thumb, index finger, middle finger. What you don't want is like all 5 fingers on. Like a lot of things are just like, my hand isn't, there's too many fingers on this pencil. Like I can't hold it very well. If for some reason, like again, so you want to 3 fingers on the tip here. If for some reason these 2 fingers, ring finger and pinky finger, constantly try to hold on. Oh, it's my cat again. Constantly hold on to the pencil. Sorry, lost my train of thought. You can put like a small object by your ring and your pinky finger here. This is a dice, or like a quarter or something. Your kids' hands are, they're probably smaller than our hands, so whatever it has to be, should be pretty small. Okay, then in order for me to hold on to this quarter, my ring finger and pinky finger have to hold on to it. Okay, so that's again that's the correct position here. One other thing I'll go over, well, 2 other things I'll go over, is a lot of the stuff we gave you from Anger has like a line on it. So there's a few lines, like this is one line, real basic. I do this a lot, and I'll tell you why in a second here. I don't have a ruler, so I'm kind of freehanding it. This is like, there's 2 lines here, top line, bottom line. I'll put an A there just to make it, more translatable. And then you've probably seen this like a lot, like a dotted line. Okay. Yeah. I myself, honestly, unless you really want to go to the effort of making 3 lines, I just use 1 line for a lot of our tasks. And again, I'm going to remind you that we're just maintaining the skills that you have. So, 1 line is fine for a lot of things. And that's just like literally like the basis for writing. If you give a kid a totally empty page and have him write something, like they might write like, I'm going to write my name here. I did that because I don't have like a scaffold, so to speak. Like I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. Giving them a simple line, yes, it seems really simple, but it kind of gives them a space for like, so they know they have like a starting point. Where to start the letters, where to end the letters. Okay, so again, like I would probably use a line, and I do this a lot with like when I do art with their kids. I'll have them do whatever, color something in, paint something. Then I'll put like, just name at the very end. But my handwriting is pretty terrible, by the way, so I don't practice what I preach. I got C's in handwriting back in grade school. So yeah, when they're done with something, have them put their name on it. Put their their first and last name on it. The more the merrier. Their name they're gonna have to, write repeatedly throughout the year. So, they should get better at that. Some of your kids are copying their name. Some of them know it from memory. Some of them are still learning it. If that's the case, you can have them trace their name. And right now, like I'm gonna use a lighter marker when I do it, or when you do it for your kids. If you end up making your things for your kids to do. This is a light, pink marker. We'll do both. Brian Graham. Okay. You could use a pencil too. Just whatever you use as like the model should be lighter than whatever they're writing on. Okay. Then they just trace it, obviously. And they always start from the top. Like, I'm not going to go over this too much, just have them go top down. Like, I'm not going to go over, like, all 26 uppercase letters, all 26 lowercase letters, all numbers, but it's much better for them to go top down. So start here, go down, start here, go down, then up again, G goes up again, top, A lot of your kids, I'm not going to name names, they go up. That's a really hard habit to break. It's harder to write like that. It's easier to write top down. So, again, like this isn't like a comprehensive handwriting training, but I just wanted to give you some hints to use when you do end up handwriting at home. Okay.